And we're live.
All right.
It's
Welcome
alive.
to Friday Night Draw. As usual, got Rodney here with me.
Howdy,
How's it going,
howdy.
Rodney?
I'm doing good. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, doing good. Glad to be back on here and doodling
Yes.
some Thanos this evening.
Right on.
So we picked the Thanos theme around my usual, let's look at the commission list, see what I got to get done. So I'm started off. I've got I think I've got 4 in a row that are all Thanos. So I thought I'd start off with the first one where he's doing the snap, but I get to do the classic comic version of him.
Okay.
So
Looks good. Looks good.
thank you. Yeah, I'm liking what you got going there. I'm trying to view on my tiny screen here what we got here. So we doing are you doing the comic version or are you going more movie style?
It's the comic version.
Okay.
I was gonna go movie style, but there's just something about the simplistic design of the comic book one that kind of lends itself to my trying to stick with my graphic-y style a little bit. So
Nice. Yeah.
that's what I stuck. That's what I chose.
I dig it. And that is available this evening, correct?
Yes, it is available for purchase. So if anybody is liking the way it's coming about, let us know and we can make that happen.
Nice. And our producers have all the info going up in the comments there on all of our channels. And so if anybody wants to get a hold of Rodney, the information is up there, so you can get a hold of him through private message on any of those social medias. And it looks like Danny has joined us and Justo has joined us. Danny says, evening, everyone. And Justo says, both are looking good, guys. Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Okay.
So figure we better kick off the details here since we've accumulated quite the list this evening.
Yes, we have.
So how's the Roadkill Rampage Kickstarter going?
It's doing good. We had a pretty good bump today, and actually we're going to do an incentive, a backer incentive tonight. We're at 56 backers. So if we can get up to 75 backers by the end of the night.
No.
Oh, wait, what?
Not by the end of the night. When we get to 75 backers.
When we get to 75 backers. Okay. Everybody's going to get a PDF of your awesome book, The Scarlet Huntress: Tales Through Time.
So I got a physical copy here. But you guys all get a PDF. So I'll just show a couple pages off. Get everybody enticed there.
Very nice. Sweet. Yeah, so everybody go to the Roadkill Rampage Kickstarter and back that, and you can get one of those Scarlet Huntress Tales Through Time PDFs. So that'll be fun.
Excellent.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say, and I think I was heading down the same path you are, since we're talking about it, why don't we give everybody a little taste of what it's all about?
Yeah, so if you're wondering what Roadkill Rampage is, it's a tale of 2 young folks that, they're going on a drive out into the country on a nice sunny day, and Tess and Ace are the 2 young ones' names, and Ace decides that he's going to play a game of chicken with the local wildlife, and he starts, running some of them over. Obviously, Tess becomes horrified by this, and she tries to stop him. And when she is unsuccessful with that, things take a turn for the worse. And then when that happens, the animals come back and exact their own form of revenge. So it's a fun little jaunt through. It's kind of if you're a fan of the old 80s or 70s grindhouse movies, 80s Christine, or movies like that, it's right up your wheelhouse. It's really it's horror. It's a little bit of comedy sprinkled in there. and it's just a lot of fun. It's a fast muscle car. It's a '69 Dodge Charger. So if you like muscle cars and the teenage kid being a punk, it's right up your alley. Tess is your typical girl next door, sweet girl out on a first date, and things just don't go the way she plans it. So it's nice. It's a lot of suspense, thriller, fun jaunt through. If you're into horror books and things of that ilk, it's right down your alley. So
Nice.
hop on the Kickstarter and check it out. Roadkill Rampage.
Nice. Yeah, I've got to check it out. I dig the artwork, and producer Steph has got some of the Kickstarter scrolling through here on screen.
Nice.
So yeah, there's the stretch goals that are mentioned in there, and 2 of them are unlocked. So that's extra free goodies everybody's getting, right?
Right. Yeah.
The coaster and the bookmark.
The coaster and the bookmark. So we're working on our bumper sticker next.
Nice.
It's our next reward, next goodie item.
So does that start at like a certain dollar amount as far as the packages go?
Physical rewards, $10 or more.
Physical rewards, $10 or more.
All right. So there we go. So if you back it and you're getting a physical package, you're basically getting free stuff. The more people that jump in here, back it. So affordable packages starting at $10. So $10, you get the book. You're getting all the juicy story and artwork going there. And as Danny says, I'm loving the Charger. I do too. That's one of my favorite things seeing in a book is just the way Eamon did the details on that car. Especially like there's one shot where you see it like peeling out and you see the dust flying up and everything, and it just looks gorgeous.
Yeah, Eamon has really excelled at illustrating the car, and just you can tell that the passion behind it. He's just really. It's funny, we were talking about the what car it was going to be, and I told him it's a '69 Dodge Charger, and he's like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus." He said that's like one of my all-time favorite muscle cars. So yeah, he was chomping at the bit to get that going.
Nice.
And it was funny because I sent him all kind of photo reference and stuff and interior shots of the trunk and the cockpit and everything, and he's like, I got it, dude. I'm good.
Yeah. Little just he's got a shrine out in his garage for it, and
yeah, exactly. I have Google too, bro. It's easy. We're good.
All right, so Steph's filling me in. There's one opportunity left to get a commission from Rodney if you back that particular package. So you get a commission from Rodney. It's how much? $75. You get a commission. You get the book.
Yes.
And then as they add these stretch goals, you're going to get all sorts of free goodies. So again, you can start backing as little as $10 right now. You're getting 2 free goodies thrown in the mix. If you tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody shout it from the rooftops, all that good stuff.
Tell a buddy, bring a friend.
Oh, and you can be drawn in the book. That's always a favorite of mine.
Yeah, there's one spot left. So if you want to be immortalized in the pages of a comic, this is your chance. You got one chance left. The other spots have been taken. So yeah, it's there's a lot of cool stuff. You're not just getting a comic, you're getting all kind of free stuff. So hop on over there and back it. And you get a nice package of goodies in the mail for doing so.
Excellent. It's can't stress enough how cool it looks. The story's fun. You guys got this plan for a 4-issue miniseries, is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be a 4-issue miniseries. Issue 2 is already done, or not? It's not done. The script is done. I met with Amon this past week, and we went over the thumbnails. I thumbnailed it all out, and we met and went over everything and made sure we were both clear on what was what, so there wasn't any misunderstanding with any thumbnails or anything like that, and we're on the same page. And if you're following Hasm, you saw that he posted a sketch today of one of the characters, a little character design that he did. So it is he is beginning the art on issue 2. So
Nice.
and I'm currently working on the script for issue 3.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's happening.
So there we go, folks. Go check this out. Back it. If it might not be your bag or whatever, give it a share. That's always the next best thing. Can't stress enough how important it is getting the word spread around.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about this medium. If you get to see all these different options of books and stuff, and if it's not your bag, that you can always share it and help everybody out that way. Because if you don't like it, maybe your friends do. So
yeah, exactly.
Lend us a share, and that would be awesome.
Excellent. Right. Yeah, hopefully we'll see those numbers bump up a little bit more tonight, and we'll see what happens for some more stretch goals being unlocked and whatnot.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So let's make it happen, everybody. Let's make it happen. Right. So I was going to say, yeah, I heard you had an eventful morning this morning.
Yeah, it was a little I can't think of a good word for it. It was a little frustrating. It was a little too early. We had to get up and make that dreaded trip to the BMV.
Oh.
I had to get the plates from my car because my third, well, I guess now it's a 45-day tag, which that kind of threw me for a loop. I had to go get my car registered and get plates. So I transferred my old plates and had to do that. And we even went online, and they have this whole thing where you can pre-register for a number. It's like the deli counter where you pull a number type deal. Right. You can do it online. Yeah. So we did that, and the place was already packed. We were there at like 8:00 right when they opened, and the place was already slammed. And we just stood there and waited and waited and waited. I think we were there for about 45 minutes, and we got it, took care of it. Spent the whole whopping $7 to do all the stuff. Walked out, and stuff's like, hey, what do you want for breakfast? We got a choice of McDonald's and Wendy's. And Wendy's didn't look like they were serving breakfast. So we were like, let's take the safe bet. So we got some McDonald's, got a medium Frappuccino that should have been like, a large one. And we were both hopped up on the caffeine from that for a while. So a lot of sugar, a lot of caffeine, but it was tasty. It was good. Got the morning going. So yeah, we had that little bit of fun, and did the usual morning live stream, and then try to catch up on work for most of the day. I've been inking some covers I'm doing for Totally Rad Comics for a new book that they've got coming out. Sweet. And just trying to get all that stuff going on. And looks like Russ has joined us here. Says good evening, fellas.
Hey, Russ. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Russ came on this morning, was hanging out, and makes perfect time for a perfect little segue into talking CromCon, because not only are you and I going to be guests on CromCon this weekend, Russ will be too. So, nice. So yeah, let's dive into a little bit of our plans for tomorrow. And I know we're going to be on there at 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and we're gonna be sketching on there as well tomorrow night, correct?
That is the plan.
Yeah, that's cool. And
don't don't know what I'm sketching yet, but that is the plan.
Yeah, no, yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to be sketching either, but we'll definitely be sketching for everybody to watch and check out. It'll be 3 days in a row sketching online, so that'll be sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Our producers got a link up there for everybody to check out. So CromCon is part of the Facebook group. Oh geez, Comic Related Madness, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. All right, good. There we go. So Comic Related Madness. So if you guys haven't joined the group yet, I would say head on over there, join the group. If anybody caught us last night, we were talking to Pops, who started the group, heads up the group, moderates the group, the whole deal. So, go over, hit join for the group on Facebook. That way you can check us all out. There's events going like all day tomorrow and all day Sunday. But like Rodney said, we'll be on there drawing. We'll be kind of doing like we're doing now, talking some Roadkill Rampage, talking, whatever other stuff we've got flying for the day. And I think our producers have worked out the logistics. We're gonna give away some artwork, correct?
Yes, we're doing a giveaway tomorrow night. So it's a participation giveaway though. So the people are going to have to join in on the comments and participate to earn that giveaway. So
yes. So this is a little sneak preview. This is a piece that I'm gonna throw in for the giveaway tomorrow. So if you come watch us, hang out. I'm gonna give away one of my little morning warm up sketches. It's a 6x9 sketch of Craven the Hunter. So this will be given away. We'll throw out all the details once we start the con tomorrow, I believe. But yeah, come hang out, watch us, so that you can win some of these fun items.
Sweet.
And so what we got there, a turtle?
Yeah, I'm doing the turtle here. That's going to be our giveaway for tomorrow night.
And which turtle is
it? I can't remember. Orange turtle.
It's Rodney's got a Michelangelo.
I can never remember their names. I mean, I know all four of their names, but I never know who's who. So
yeah.
Help me out, brother. Who's the orange guy?
It's Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. See?
Mikey.
So yeah, there we go. Mikey's going to be a giveaway tomorrow. So again, you have to pop in the comments and participate to be eligible for the giveaway. So yeah, there you go. That's our giveaway for tomorrow night.
Nice. So Russ is asking about the covers I'm doing for yes, it is for Jim Noble and it is Adventures of Zira. So hopefully I'll have them done by Monday, maybe over at the end of the weekend. So I would imagine that they'll start popping up on Facebook here before too long. And Justo is excited because he's seeing free art.
There you go. Can't blame him there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So again, tell your friends, come over, join us on CromCon 5 tomorrow.
Yes. CromCon 5.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk some nerdy stuff like we normally do, and then we're also gonna treat it like a little bit of a con experience where we'll have some stuff for sale. If you wanna. I don't know, Rodney, you want to tease some of the stuff that you got for
yeah. Let's see what we got here. Moving around my piles real quick. Let's see. We've got black costume Spidey.
Nice.
We've got, hang on a second, let me move my board down a little bit. There we go. We've got a Sailor Moon, almost a full body Sailor Moon there.
Nice.
And we also have Darth Maul, cartoonied up Darth Maul there.
Nice.
So,
and Steph just drew in Kylo Ren.
yeah, I'm sorry. I knew that.
Yeah. It's all good. It's been one of those days.
Yeah. I even said that earlier. I was calling him Darth Maul earlier today.
She corrected him earlier.
Yes. But yeah, so those are our three that we'll have up for tomorrow on CromCon. So everybody
Nice,
pop
nice.
in and get your hands on those. What about
Yeah,
you?
Well, I was just going to chime in there and say, and they're even available tonight. We
Yes.
got our producers throwing in the comments there. You guys can shoot us a DM, PM, email, all those good things. And if you're interested in purchasing, let Rodney know. So I got a little assortment of some again, excuse me, some of these warm up sketches that I've been doing. I got a little black and white Venom here. I got this Panthro.
Nice.
Thank you. Russ says 2020, the year of 366 Mondays. No kidding, buddy. No kidding.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. And Louis, Good Friday. How's everybody's day? Well, Louis, we're doing pretty good. We're just kind of laughing and joking around about how it's been one of those kind of days. Oh, let's see. I got Captain Rex here. Again, these are like my little morning sketches I do. So this quick little 6x9s with some marker and some ink. And then I've got a few left of my Tiggenburst covers, so I'm going to throw those on for the sale tomorrow. Got a really limited number. There's only 6 left of the regulars and 2 of the Virgin Chrome. So definitely make sure you come in and check us out tomorrow evening because, I'm guessing any of the stuff that we just shown off is probably going to go quick.
Yeah, I would think so.
Especially that Spidey you got there. He looks pretty slick.
Oh, thank you.
Think he would go mighty fast.
Mighty fast. I'd be mighty fine with that.
There you go.
All right, I think I'm going to start inking Thanos.
Nice. You're beating me here. I'm still working on trying to get some pencils going here.
It's not a race, brother.
I know.
Make it look good.
It's the challenge.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's I'll throw in just because we've been talking about today and how it's been and whatnot. Steph was like laughing earlier because last week I played up the National Tequila Day and joked around last night a little bit with some of it, and yesterday was the what was it, International Day of Friendship or something like that.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, haven't you found out any weird holidays? And I always hear the weird holidays from our sports guy on the news, and he wasn't on tonight. I'm like, I don't know because he wasn't on there, so I had to go and Google it.
Oh.
And there wasn't anything too exciting until I get to like the very bottom of the list. National Get Gnarly Day.
Get Gnarly Day.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a term. That's a 90s term.
Right. I figured it totally goes with the Turtles. I was
yeah.
part of their catchphrase. It's something that got thrown out in the cartoon quite a bit. And and Bill and Ted. I don't know where I heard it first. Would have either been Bill and Ted or Ninja Turtles or whatnot. But the Bill and Ted movie's coming out soon. Turtles.
That's right.
Turtles is getting like a. Supposedly they're working on a series at CBS, and Seth Rogen is planning on doing a new live action movie.
That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
So what'd you say? CBS Studios, Seth Rogen, or are they two separate things?
Two separate things. So yeah, CBS is doing a TV show. Now I'm brain farting. I can't remember if they're planning a live action show or animated show for. I think if I remember correctly, it was going to be for the CBS All Access
Oh, same thing
whatever
that Enterprise is on, or
yeah, that one.
Okay.
And then Seth Rogen is like working on producing a movie.
yeah, I'd heard about that. I haven't heard about the TV series on CBS.
Yeah, I saw like a little quick blurb about it. Maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that. So I don't know. The Turtles are like, can't really say making a comeback. It's not like they ever went away, but it seems like they're getting
Right, it's like
a pretty big boost lately.
a renaissance.
Yeah. Let's see. Russ said if Endgame happened in 2020, Thanos would snap and make himself disappear. Totally. Yeah. And then Justo says my favorite is International Talk Like a Pirate Day on September 19th. Nice.
Talk Like a Pirate Day. We'll have to remember that.
Yes. Well, I already looked ahead when when we saw the whole National Tequila Day thing. I'm like, well, when's National Rum Day? And it's actually, I think, August 16th. It's coming up in a couple weeks, but it doesn't fall on one of our nights, so we got to celebrate early or late.
Man, dude, I have like a rum and coke night.
Yeah. Rum and
good
coke, daiquiris. You just have to do it upright.
That's right. Who doesn't love a nice daiquiri or a rum and coke?
Oh yeah, rum and coke's usually my like standard post con, sometimes during con drink.
Holy shit!
What? What are you holy shitting about?
Somebody's been on the Kickstarter. Sorry.
Oh wow!
Went up $500. Oh, sorry.
Sweet. So live update, folks.
Sorry.
So what happened? What do we got?
We bounced up $100.
Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah. Thanks to who?
To whoever?
Thanks to whoever.
There we go. So this is all of our babbling is not for nothing.
Right. The power of the interwebs in full
that's awesome
effect. There you go.
Oh, Danny D got the additional character likeness.
Oh wow, Danny, thanks. Danny D got the additional character likeness. Right on.
Sweet.
Woohoo!
Danny's awesome. Danny has been super supportive.
I'm telling you what, man, it's really nice to see.
Yeah.
Danny's great. I want to say it's just like recently we've got connected to the whole Facebook thing and all that good stuff. And again, just been super supportive and just hanging out for us doing these sketches and whatnot. And if I remember right, and I'm trying to go back and check my message real quick just to make sure I'm not confusing myself, but Danny's kids totally get involved when watching the streams and whatnot. Kids are in there, checking out what I'm drawing and stuff in the mornings, things like that. So it's cool getting the kids involved. The whole thing been super supportive through all this, craziness going on with supporting the books and the artwork and everything. So just totally cool to see that kind of stuff happening.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And Danny actually was the one that bought the Spider-Man last night.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we say thank you for that. We appreciate that. So yeah, that's too cool. It's awesome to the fan interaction and it's nice to see that the people appreciate what we're doing and they're coming out and showing their support.
Yes,
so that's always awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's great that we can get the opportunity to sit here, do this kind of stuff, and it's work and it's fun, and with all this stuff and everybody coming in and showing support makes it happen, makes it possible for us to do it. So that's totally cool.
Yeah, I mean it's for us it's taken the place of the cons. it's a Friday night, so any given Friday night we're in a different city, drawing all day anyway. So
Right.
and we this way it's people who might not normally be exposed to us for regional purposes or whatever, and there are no regional boundaries for the internet, so anybody can get on here and watch us do what we do and participate and take part and purchase. And
we appreciate everybody.
yeah, we appreciate everybody, and it's just a beautiful thing. It's can't say enough good about the fan support, and the fans are what make us. They really are. So we can't stress enough the gratitude for all the support for Sean and for us. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's cool. And Danny commented and said, "We enjoy all you guys do. Thanks for the inspiration. Our eldest daughter pulled the trigger on the character likeness, but thanks as always." That's totally cool.
Sweet.
And Russ had to kind of put a damper on some of my excitement. Says, I looked it up. Kevin Eastman said it's a hoax. The CBS All Access live action Turtles is totally not happening, he stated on Twitter. I hadn't heard of it, so I was super interested and then bummed. That's a bummer. I was, everything I saw looked like it was happening. So, those darn internet rumors and trolls got me again.
Curses.
Hopefully the Seth Rogen thing's still happening, because that was actually on the news.
Yeah, I know Seth's a huge Turtles fan, so I'm would say I'm pretty certain that's a for sure thing. He hasn't come out and denied it, so
yeah. Andres joined us. He says the authorities won't let me expose myself at cons anymore.
Well, there is that.
Yeah. Apparently they do it a little different in Canada than we do here.
Their exposure laws are written a little differently.
Yeah. Apparently you only get so many times, and then you can't do it anymore.
Then it's a foul.
Yeah. Thanks
like
for coming out, Andre. That's perfect timing, as always.
Yeah.
So I know I have not had the opportunity to catch up and do anything the last few days, but I know you guys have been catching up on Witcher, because we saw the announcement of the new the prequel series they're doing. So what are you guys thinking of the first series, the first season so far?
We've got to watch the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
And, it's kind of neat. I really like Henry. He's really striking. Really has a nice screen presence on the series, I think.
Oh yeah.
It's Henry, right?
Yes, Henry Cavill. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Cavill, however you say that. But yeah, it's like a Game of Thrones. They're building. Again, we've only seen the first 2 episodes, so they're slowly showing the world to us, and we got into the elves and stuff like that. So we're really excited to see where it's going to take us, and I'm digging it so far. That spider swamp creature that he fought at the opening of the first episode was pretty gnarly looking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's can't wait to see more episodes.
Nice. Yeah, I'm totally excited when I saw the announcement that they're doing this prequel series of like how the first Witcher came to be, because I like watching the first season, like it totally just captured me of like, okay, I know zero going into this, and just completely enthralled with everything, and trying to get an understanding, and know a little bit more about the characters, what's going on, where they come from, all that kind of stuff. and I won't spoil anything. Lots of stuff gets explained in the first season, but there's still so much of that world. Like you said, they're doing that world building thing, and it's like I just want to dive in there so bad and find out so much more about each one of them.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing when they're peeling back the layers of the onion, a layer at a time, and they're the slow exposure. That's just really cool, and you know I'm in. Like I said, two episodes, and a kingdom has been lost. Um, and the misformed girl is becoming what she's becoming, and there's all these subplots about half elves and who's going to betray who, and it's nerd soap opera. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
sign me up.
yeah. I really dig it. I love that genre, the whole fantasy thing. Just anything where you get to dive in, and there's some fun action with some swords and magic and whatnot. Sign me up.
Yeah, and the thing that I found interesting too is when Henry took the was cast as the role of Superman, everybody was like, "Oh, that's the kiss of death. He's never going to be able to do anything else." But he was in the Tudors on Showtime. Okay. Did you ever watch that?
I haven't seen that one.
That I'm telling you what, dude, that is a really good series. It's about King Henry, is it the 8th or the 5th? And it's really good. He plays like King Henry's best friend.
Okay.
And Jonathan Rhys Davies plays King Henry, and nice. Henry is like his best friend. He's a earl or a duke or something, pretty prestigious guy in the court. And he's really good in that. So I knew who he was, because there was four seasons of the Tudors on Showtime, and that was one of my favorite series on Showtime. I really enjoyed it because it was, it's history, and I love anything to do with history. And it was, it was very well cast, very phenomenal acting. Actually, the guy that played Baelish in Game of Thrones,
yes,
he's actually in it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's a little squirrely dude in that as well. So
he's a little typecast in that kind of role.
Yeah, and it's funny too because early in his career he was in The Wire on HBO.
Okay.
And he actually played the mayor of Baltimore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was familiar with him as well. But yeah, the whole point of that is that I could see Henry in a different role and didn't think of him as Superman. So he's pulling it off.
Yeah. He's able to kind of, I don't know. He doesn't necessarily change his appearance, but he just puts off a totally different vibe when he's out of the suit and kind of out of that realm. When you put him in something else, he dives into that role, and he's got a different presence. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, and the interesting thing that I thought is, and if you go and watch the Tudors, you'll see it, is he has his own presence. I mean, he's like the supporting character, main character, because he's the king's best friend, but he definitely has his own, he's his own character, and it's markedly different than what he's doing on this show, and obviously it's different than Superman, but I mean the dude can act.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I'm glad to see that, and we're really enjoying it.
Nice. Danny said there is a roadkill cook-off in West Virginia on September 25th, and he shared the link. So
we're gonna have to go to that.
Total cross promotion.
Sounds like a road trip to me.
Yeah. And then Andre is totally giving us grief here. He says that Witcher's trying to build an audience so that the Lord of the Rings series won't steal all their viewers. Also, if you haven't watched Immortals with Cavill, you need to get your priorities checked. I haven't seen Immortals. I did try to watch a little bit of on TV. I hope
saw
that's a joke, but
I was gonna say, is he messing with us?
I hope
And
so.
You know, Andre, Mickey Rourke was in that too. So, you know,
Yeah.
take that as you will.
Yeah. Russ says, okay, I'm back. Yes, the Seth Rogen CG Nickelodeon movie is happening, confirmed by Kevin on June 30th. Thank you, Russ. I can breathe tonight. Yeah, I can sleep. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, because
thank you, Russ. Thank you.
he like, you know, people kind of complain about Seth Rogen at times. They don't give him enough credit, in my opinion. But like, some of the stuff that he does is really good.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
He's got the sense of humor that I think would totally work for Turtles. I mean, I know it's probably, you know, his sense of humor is geared towards more on what they did with the 90s cartoon and stuff. Not so much, like say the original comic series, but I think more people are familiar with that 90s TV series than they are anything. In the original movies and stuff. I think the humor fits right up there. And I know Seth Rogen can do more than just humor, but that seems to be his prime market, if you will.
Yeah, and the thing with Seth is, you know, he does the humor thing really well. But you know, like you said, and I agree, I totally agree. People don't give him enough credit. He does clever humor.
Yeah.
And you know that has endless possibilities with the Turtles as far as clever humor goes, because they kind of, you know, they kind of wallow in clever humor themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. And Andre says yes, and he's really good in it. A bunch of other people too. It's such a gritty retelling of the fire Greek mythology. You just have to give it a fair shot.
No, I wasn't being derogatory. I love Mickey Rourke. I think he's a phenomenal actor. He's another guy that's incredibly underrated.
Oh yeah.
But no, Andre, I agree. I mean, I saw it. I saw it on, you know, FX, so I haven't seen it uncensored. But yeah, oh man, Ray Fiennes is in it, and Qui-Gon Jinn's in it, and yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed it.
All right, I gotta give it another shot because I did the same thing. I tried to watch it on FX, and I just couldn't get into it for what little I saw of it. So I will give it another try. I will find it somewhere on demand and give it a shot.
Yeah, you know, and the thing with me when I was watching it is you're probably too young, Sean, but I was comparing it to Clash of the Titans.
I love Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, and I mean, I enjoyed it. So that's a compliment, I guess.
Yeah. When I was in 6th grade, we spent like this huge chunk of time on Greek mythology as part of whatever the heck it was in class. I don't even know. But once we were done with like that unit, we actually got to watch Clash of the Titans, and that was my first time seeing it. And I think it's, you know, like with a lot of the other things I saw growing up as a kid, that was one of the things that like totally, you know, just sat there in awe of it, took it in. And it was like, okay, why don't we have like more of this stuff going on, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was funny because, you know, when you said 6th grade, I did the same thing when I was in 6th grade. We had must have been the same unit. But yeah, I did a big, huge, like 11 by 17 landscape, just drawing of all the gods, you know.
Nice.
And just completely unsolicited, out of the blue, walked into class one day and handed it to my teacher, and she was just floored, and gave me like 100 points, bonus points. So I got an A in the class.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, man, this is. I was like, can we, you know, since we did Clash of the Titans, and we did the Greek mythology, can we do the Hyborian Age next?
Oh yeah.
You know, Conan and all of that stuff. And she was like, what's the Hyborian Age?
They didn't teach that where you went to school?
Yeah, it's like, you've never heard of Robert E. Howard? Sixth grade Rodney, looking at her with great disdain.
Yeah. You're not a real nerd.
Right. What know you of real history, woman?
Oh, I'm getting a little bit of squirrel action.
I was going to say that garnered at least a harsh squirrel look. A squint.
Let's see. Russ says, I think it will be awesome. I love Seth Rogen, Knocked Up, Pineapple Express, and Superbad are all hilarious. Yeah. Like I Knocked Up is probably one of my favorites of Seth Rogen's movies and whatnot. It's just funny. And oh dang it, it escaped me. I actually liked his Green Hornet. And that was I mean, I'm sure there were other writers involved, but that was like his thing. He was a producer and all this stuff on that.
I haven't seen that.
I actually saw it when it came out in theaters. I don't know, probably 2010, 2011, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
I know you can watch it on cable now, or Amazon, Netflix, or whatever. But I dig it. It was a nice kind of modern take on the Green Hornet mythos and whatnot. I know it's not everybody's thing, and I think there are a lot of people that like had no clue who the heck Green Hornet was.
Right.
But like, I didn't actually get to see the Green Hornet series, but I did see the one or a couple times, whatever it was, where they crossed over with Batman on the old Adam West show. And I was like growing up, my dad introduced me to all the Bruce Lee movies and all that kind of stuff, and then saw him as Kato on the Green Hornet show, and I immediately sold. It's like, oh cool, I got to find out more about this guy. So it was was totally into it when they said they were doing a new movie, and saw it, and then I don't think it met everybody's expectations, because it had at that point had quite a bit of competition coming from Marvel and all that. So but I don't know, it was fun. I dug it. I love to see him do more stuff with the character.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he does. If they let him take a second crack at it. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those movies that, it's on my to watch list for sure.
And Andre says,
Sausage Party.
Sausage Party.
Yeah, that I've seen a little bit of that here and there, and the little bit that I've seen, I was just like, what? It is hilarious.
I still got to watch it. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh my God. The sexual innuendos in that are just all over the place. It's so funny.
I've got so much stuff on the like to watch list here now. It's getting insane. Yesterday, Netflix added that new Transformers series. The dang it, I always screw up the title. It's like War for Cybertron Siege or something like that. I've only seen like a couple of little bits of the trailers and whatnot, but it looks cool. It's old school G1 designs. The Transformers look like the Transformers, that I grew up with. And and it looks like they added some new characters and whatnot. And
cool.
As far as I can tell, everything takes place on Cybertron. So it's like there's no screwy humans come in and mess it all up. It's just all going to be robots all the time.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. Speaking of Transformers, have you seen over in Japan they're building that, what is it, like a 60-foot Transformer? It's like 6 stories tall.
Is it the Gundam that they're making?
Is that what it is?
That's the one I'm familiar with. If they're building something else, I have no clue, but I have seen some stuff about them building a giant Gundam.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's crazy.
Well, somebody's got to get on it because I'm sure, like October, November, kaiju is going to be the next thing going on in the world. So we're going to need some defense.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't realize Sean was such a Transformer fan. I was going to ask him if he knew who that Transformer you Drew was. Do you know who it is?
Oh yeah.
I saw that and I got no clue.
Yeah.
Once you get past like the Generation 1 stuff,
Yeah.
you're kind of lost.
Yeah, and I'm the same way because I watched the series, the cartoon series when I was younger, but outside of Megatron and Bumblebee and the main characters, I don't know, man, because it was so long ago, and I mean I read the Transformers comic books, the first iteration when Marvel had it back in the early '80s. It started off with a 4-issue miniseries, and I was all over that, and then they started an ongoing series. But after that, I didn't continue following it because I was just doing other stuff.
Yeah. I only read like 2-3 of the comics when I was a kid. I watched the cartoon religiously.
Yeah.
And then, I've watched some of the stuff that's come out in recent years. I remember back in like early 2000s, they had like a couple of series, and they were all right. They weren't quite my thing.
Yeah.
But then, right after the movie came out, the first one, the live action movie, they did that Robots in Disguise series or whatever it was called on Cartoon Network, and I dug that. It had some really slick designs and stuff. And it ran 2 or 3 seasons, I want to say, and it was neat. It had some fun story elements to it and whatnot, but like it quickly faded away, and then they did like a couple of other things, but just haven't been able to like get to it, find it, watch it, whatnot, all that kind of stuff. But like the comics have added so many characters over the years with everybody having the licensing and all that, and then even the cartoons have added characters. So it's hard to keep up with and know who's who and where they fit in and all that.
Yeah, I agree. It was one of the Transformers has been perpetually on my to watch list, and I never seem to get around to. I always end up coming across something else that I want to watch more.
Yeah.
So they get pushed further and further down the list. And,
right.
Not to say that I don't love the Transformers, because I do. I think they're awesome, but it's just I don't know if it's just an age thing for me or what. But yeah, I'm more interested in watching this new series, The Witcher, than Transformers.
Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna once I take a break for because it last I guess we started this week, Monday or Tuesday, we started trying to watch Umbrella Academy because I knew the new season was coming. Steph's like, yeah, we should start watching that. So we tried watching it, and I fell asleep through the first episodes. We had to start over the next night.
Okay.
And then I come to find out that, the new season started today. So it's like, now we got to really make a concentrated effort because I want to catch up before I start seeing like spoilers posted everywhere.
Yeah. Now, we haven't. That's another one that's on our to-do list, but it's going to get done to-do list.
Yeah.
So I'm really, the visuals look really, really amazing. So it's, we haven't seen any of it, but I'm excited to jump on there and check it out. So
yeah, we're 4, maybe 5 episodes in right now.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's got some interesting story elements to it that I was not expecting. And I still think the story is like twisting and turning, and it's to me anyway, it doesn't seem like it's like a straightforward comic book thing where it's like, these couple of things are going to happen and lead to this. It seems to be making its own path.
Okay, that's good to hear.
And I know it's based on a comic book, but I'm honestly not familiar with it. It's a Dark Horse book, right? Yeah. So it's a creator-owned thing, but until the series launched, I had honestly never heard of it, and I'm totally digging it. So it's one of those things where it's like, much like Lock and Key, it's driving me to, okay, yeah, I want to go actually pick up the books and check this out because I'm totally intrigued by the story and these characters. Especially with Lock and Key, that thing sucked me in from the get-go.
Huh. Yeah, that's another one.
I know things just keep coming out so fast. It's so hard to keep up with it. And actually, I'll say a friend. Basically, it was a friend of a friend. Was working on it. Well, still works on Lock and Key, and so it was like, okay, we definitely got to watch this. It's kind of like, definitely got to show our support, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I totally got sucked into it, and it's and I know there's quite a bit of difference between the comic versus the TV show and whatnot, but still, it's like I still want to go in and see what common things are still there that carry through from one to the other.
Yeah, that's cool. I remember reading the first few issues of Umbrella Academy when it first came out, and that was quite a few years ago. And just really digging it. So it's I gotta hop back in that world and check that out because I enjoyed it.
It's just more reasons I got to go visit the local comic shop.
As if you needed more reasons.
I know it's been hard to get over, and it's there's one that's like not even 10 minutes from the house. It's probably like 5 minutes, and I need to get there and to pick up some stuff and whatnot because it's like I don't get to pick up stuff too frequently anymore.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to, but it's just trying to find the time to read it and all that stuff. So it's like I do it on occasion. There's particular things I want to pick up and go grab the stuff and try. I still flip through a comic about 3-4 times before I actually really sit down and read it. I try to take in all the artwork and then I'll sit down and like really read the story.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
So it's not like I don't know. I can't like just sit down and immediately dive into reading it. It's like I got to flip through a few times.
I think us, doing what we do, we're looking at it through a different spectrum of the lens. We're looking at it as professionals, and we're kind of we're studying the process and admiring the artwork and stuff. And then we get to a point where we've done that and it's time to actually sit down and just enjoy it for what it is. It's a comic book.
Yeah. Yeah. That hits the nail on the head because it is totally that. Cause it's like looking there and, I want to see, what kind of techniques they were doing and all this kind of stuff. And honestly, if the artist has done his job or her job, their job, I almost don't need to read the words. I want to go back and read them because there's still so much more context that comes into the story. But if that job's done right, I'm getting most of the story just looking at the art. But there's so much stuff to just dive into, the little like idiosyncratic stuff that that I love to just pick apart when I'm reading this.
Right.
Just you're looking at the line work, the colors, every little bit of it.
What's the shop that you go to? You said it's only 5 minutes away. Which one is it?
So there's a shop called Flying Monkey Comics and Games here in Delaware.
Okay.
And they've been open 2-3 years now. I'm very fortunate. There's actually 2 shops in Delaware, and they're both about the same distance. The Flying Monkey shop's a little bit more convenient for me to get to at times. But there's also Secret Identity here in Delaware. Both good shops, both great people that run it, own it, all that good stuff. Actually, was that last year? Yeah, it was last year. I got to do a variant store cover for Vampirella Red Sonja.
Nice.
And we had a lot of fun putting that together and doing that. So we've had a really good connection, a good relationship as far as doing some business stuff on top of just doing the regular fan thing and running into a comic shop.
Right.
But again, being very fortunate, like Columbus area is filled with a number of good comic shops. It's like just there's so many to pick from, and it's like always trying to get the word out anytime I can on all the shops in the area. And there's so many to like list off. It's always hard. I always feel bad because I know I inevitably miss somebody.
Right. Well, I kind of had a little bit of a selfish motivation for asking that question because we were up there in that neck of the woods the other day. We drove up to it's a subdivision north of Cleveland, northeast of Cleveland, and picked up a car. So we drove past, your exit, and I was like, it'd be kind of funny to drop in on Sean, but we were already looking at an 11-hour day, so I decided not to. But yeah, I'm like, you said it was only 5 minutes away. I'm like wondering where it's at.
Yeah, it's just off of 23. So like I would assume you guys are probably traveling up 71.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were to shoot across 36, 37 from 71, get over to 23, and it's right there on 23. It's in a little shopping center that's got a Kroger and a Walmart, and it's a smaller shop, but he's got a really good selection of stuff. He does a lot of gaming things, and it's just he's the kind of guy that the classic comic shop type person where he wants to take care of you, make sure you've if you've got a pull list, wants to make sure he's got all your stuff, and tries to stay stocked on a variety of things, not just the I'm not going to just order Marvel, DC, that kind of thing. He stocks pretty much everything. He gets a nice variety of things in the store.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Which I got to give a credit to. A lot of the shops in the area do that. I know it's not always feasible for other shops to always stock that stuff, but they're all pretty good about keeping that variety, or they don't have it making it accessible to get it within a reasonable amount of time.
Right. That's cool. Yeah, I hopefully one day when I'm making that jaunt up there, I'll have extra time and be able to stop in and check one of those out.
Oh yeah.
Because I went to Evansville, Indiana a few weeks ago, and they've got a Blick store there.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to stop in because I need a Copic refill. I was like, I'll just pop in and get it real quick, and they're closed. They closed. Oh, yeah. And I was like, no. But really, it was just an excuse to stop and because Blick is our Toys R Us. So.
Oh yeah. Our Blick, and I'm guessing maybe that one too. Most of them have been doing like curbside pickup.
Yeah.
So you can like call in an order, or whatever, and they bring it right out to you. I have not ventured to try to do that yet. We have ordered some art supplies here recently. We did some stuff through Blick. Just the other day, we did some stuff from Jerry's Artorama. Shoot, and I think there was another one we ordered from, and I'm totally blanking on it. Yeah, and stuff said we've done some Amazon orders of getting some art supplies because I'm definitely working a heck of a lot more here at home, burning through some of these things.
Yeah.
So it's trying to. Oh, the other store I was trying to think of is Jet Pens.
Jet pens. Oh yeah.
So I've been doing the pens and the marker refills, and this last time I had to order some paper because I found this type of sketchbook that I like, and we had a pack of tans here in Delaware, and it was awesome because it was an art supply store that was like if I really wanted to, if I had that much gumption to go do it, I could have walked to it. Not that would actually happen, but I could have. But
you are feeling a little ambitious one day.
Yeah. But it was awesome. So it would be like, hey, you know what? I need to go get some markers. You need some paper, whatever. They didn't carry absolutely everything that I wanted, but they had a really nice supply, set of art supplies and things like that.
Right.
And they went out of business last summer, basically.
Oh no.
And so I stocked up on these sketchbooks that I liked, and I got them at like a ridiculously low price. But I've been kind of burning through them, and I got it out, and I go, uh-oh, I've only got like one in the reserve drawer here. We need to find these things. So Steph looked them up, and she found them at Jerry's Artorama. So she ordered me a couple more. So I've got them in the reserve pile.
That's cool. Yeah, I need a what is it? It's Y17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your typical second shade for yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I use the heck out of that. That would be a color I'd be using on the Thanos at some point.
Yeah, that's what brought it to my attention. I was like, oh, I hope I have enough Y17. I might have to use a Y35 as a substitute.
Yeah.
And I'm sure whoever buys it's going to be like, oh my goodness.
I can't have it because he didn't use Y17.
Exactly.
The horror.
It's once you get that that method of this is the color I use for this and this is the color I use for that, it's so hard to break out of that mold.
Yeah, and it's funny because like when I'm watching you in the morning coloring, because I don't know if I remember, I asked you what colors you were using for Panthro. But no, it wasn't Panthro. It was was it Merman?
No, it was Panthro. You were right. You were asking me about what I was using for like the base color.
Okay, yeah, because usually I can pick out, I can tell what colors you were using, but I think because of the camera kind of diffusing the color a little bit, I couldn't quite make out what you were using.
Yeah. Since that was the sketch I pulled out, I just grabbed them here real quick. So yeah, I did a mix of cool grays. Actually, I did cool grays for all the like flesh, and he's got like the two tones of flesh, and then did my assortment of reds and blues, and that was something I recently stocked up on was some of the blue colors, and just trying to find those right mixes to get like something that goes from light to dark, dark to light, what have you, but not get like too oversaturated where the colors just like bleed, they just they
overkill
everything. Yeah. And it's tricky, and like I think I know I've shown it on like the morning stream, but like usually this has been my go-to of like keeping track of my markers and what colors I want to use. I need to update. We bought a bunch of new ones, and some of these are kind of like out of order because I kept buying stuff and adding to it, and it's like it's just kind of turned into a mess. But like I said, it's like once you kind of get into that mode of like this is the color I use for that and this, and it's like I know it on the sheet. I've already got it memorized. It's like this is my go-to thing. And then when you remember it, you're totally screwed.
Yeah, and I've seen that sheet with you at con, so I know it well. I made a sheet like that myself.
It's so convenient, you know. And it was something I kept thinking about doing and just really never got around to it. And then it was actually C2E2 a few years back. I was sitting next to Nate Lovett, and we were sitting there, you know, just talking about stuff, whatever, and working on some commissions and whatnot. And he pulled out his markers, and he pulled out like this big sheet that he had of all the markers on there. And I'm like, all right, and that's it. Now I really got to do it. I got to get something going here so I can keep my stuff organized.
Now it's official.
Yeah. Actually, Steph was the one that broke down and did it like a couple days before we left for a con. I think, if I remember right, we were sitting at the kitchen table refilling markers, getting ready for whatever show it was, and then she was sitting there like, you know, running through and making the sheet and writing down all the names and all that stuff.
Right.
And yes, she is totally right. Her handwriting is way better than mine. So she gets the fun of doing some of that junk. Let's see. Russ chimed in here and says, "Roadkill Rampage. Love the art. It's gritty and definitely horror. Loved it. It wasn't your typical beater on the bush cheesy horror." So there we go.
Awesome.
He saw it because we're going to be on his show on the 16th.
Yeah, he got a preview copy of it because we're going to be on his show on the 16th.
Nice.
So yeah, so thanks, Russ. I appreciate the kind words. That's awesome to hear. So I did my job.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Russ was on this morning when I was sketching. He asked me to come join the show. He sent me a link and an image earlier, or I guess an image with the link and whatnot. I'm supposed to join him on the 25th, I think.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna chat some stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. Tina was on this morning when I was working too, and he was gonna ask Tina to get everything set up.
Yeah, I saw that. I was on too when I finally got to the right spot. It was so funny because I wasn't paying attention. I looked up at the screen. I was like, "Oh, there's Sean." I just popped on. I didn't realize where I was.
Thankfully, my phone was sitting here, and I'm like, "Hey, Rodney, hop over here because I can't see all the comments."
Well, you know what's funny is Tina beat you to it. She sent me a message like, "You're not on the right page. Get on." And I was like, "Oh crap!"
Hey, you got there eventually. It all worked out.
Yeah, Tina says she even bosses me around while she's at work.
It's not that
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. You know, it's just, you know, I really am trying.
I just gave me some more entertainment for the morning.
Exactly. We make each other laugh in multiple ways. So
you guys should talk about what CromCon again tomorrow. It's been on for a little over an hour. You might have some different people watching.
okay. So
can Sean hear producer B?
Can you hear producer B?
I didn't hear that one, unfortunately.
He said that we should talk about CromCon again since we've been on. Over an hour ago, we talked about it, so there's more people on now, so we should talk about it again.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Saturday, tomorrow night. Blanking on tomorrow's date, the 1st, August 1st.
Yeah, August 1st, 6:30.
Yes, we'll be at CromCon. The link is earlier in the comments on all the social media, but the producer here is sharing the links for the event. Hop on over to Facebook. It's the Comic Related Madness group. We'll be in there streaming with Pops Van Zant. Rodney and I are gonna do some drawing like we're here tonight. We're gonna pitch our stuff, talk some Roadkill Rampage. We're gonna give away some artwork, and we're gonna sell some artwork. Rodney, if you want to pop back up.
Let me do that.
Piece and your sale pieces there.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. Our giveaway piece. What did I do with him? Oh, he's over here. Okay. Our giveaway piece is Mikey.
Hey, you remembered.
I retained something. Mikey, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So he's going to be our giveaway tomorrow. Now it's not just a straight up giveaway. You have to come and be in the comments and participate to be eligible for the giveaway. So yeah, pop in and play with us in the chat boards, and we'll it'll make you eligible for the giveaway. And
no
then,
wallflowers.
yeah, no wallflowers. And the pieces that we will have for sale are Spidey in his black costume there. And then we also have Sailor Moon. And we have Kylo Ren, not Darth Maul.
Love it.
So those will be the 3 pieces for sale, as well as the Mikey piece as the giveaway. What do you have, Sean?
Oh, what do I got? All right, so let me reorganize my stash here. So this is gonna be the giveaway piece. A little Craven the Hunter sketch here. A little 6x9.
Love that.
Thank you. Russ says, I want to see Darth Maul again.
There he is.
Maul, dang, autocorrect. Oh, yeah, he said Darth Mail. I love it. Kylo Mail. There you go. We'll just combine them all.
Yeah, Tina calls him the red Star Wars guy.
Not to be confused with that other red Star Wars guy.
Yeah. That's too funny.
All right. So yeah, I'll be giving away Craven. Like Rodney said, you gotta come in, you gotta hang out, you gotta chat, you gotta join in like Andre and Russ here and give us some good comments and stuff. And Andre saying, what about the Baryshnikov Spidey? Baryshnikov Spidey went last night, didn't he?
Yeah, he was. I almost said she was. They were part of the. We threw that in to Danny for as a freebie with the Spider-Man from last night. Yeah, so we could show a before and after. What's my in process sketch, man? Leave me alone.
Hey, he got Thanos on the first try today.
Yeah, so there.
Hey, it's all coming together. Like I missed this. It was Andre that piped in earlier. He said like a well-oiled machine.
There you go.
Or a train wreck. That's true. Whatever.
Well, you know, a very lovely train wreck.
So these are my pieces I'm gonna have available tomorrow. They're available tonight. Rodney's are too. So if you see something tonight, you want to jump on it, shoot us a message.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Absolutely.
Sorry, a little too high. I'm hitting into the overlay there. So I got a Venom. I got Rex, and I've got Panther, which I just had on screen a few moments ago. Read off the prices because you still can't see him. So Panther is a $75 one because he's a little bit more full figure.
Very nice.
You got Captain Rex is $65, and Venom is $50. And we're doing a special. If you order tonight, if you order tomorrow, what have you, free shipping if you're in the U.S. If you're outside the U.S., we'll try to work you some deals. We'll try to be nice to our international friends as best we can, but international prices are just brutal. And then I've got a very select few of the Tiggenverse exclusive that I did. So this is my pencils, inks, and colors on the Counterpoint Comics, Murat Michael's creation Tiggenverse. So it's a fun little play on Venom and the whole like Venom verse. So I've got 6 of the regulars left, and I've only got 2 of the chromes left. Chromes are $75, and that's out of a print run of 25. And Tiggenverse is $40, and that's out of a print run of 35. So that's all there was made. That's all there's ever going to be made. And I'm so excited because when I got the books, I can't flip it over and show the back because of the board, but it's got my logo nice and big on the back along with the Counterpoint logo. So I like totally nerded out on my my unboxing video that I did this morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, got those. We'll do that giveaway. We'll have all that good stuff. Let's see. Danny says add some maracas to Tierra Spidey.
I might do that.
Russ says Kylo Mail, destroyer of packages, apprentice of Darth Taper, sealed of package.
There you go. I like it.
So yeah, that's our CromCon little preview there. So make sure you head on over to Facebook, join the group. Link is up in the comments there for anybody who wants to scope it out ahead of time and go over, check out the rest of the group. There's some really cool creators in the group, and some really cool stuff that's always being posted in there. I'm seeing artwork, books, Kickstarters, all sorts of stuff. It's a nice little community going on in there.
Yeah, it definitely is. To add real quick, Tina said that we're doing free shipping tomorrow as well.
All right, there we go. So there you go, guys. Good deals on the art as far as prices and free shipping. Good time to hit us up.
Hard to beat. All right.
So I don't know what made me think of it there when I was going through the stuff, but it made me think of our other like little segments, if you will, that we like to do that we've started here recently on Friday Night Draw, which was I don't know, it seems to be my favorite part right now is the Inspiration Friday, like something throughout the week that's inspired you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So what's hit you this week that's made you dive into this stuff or whatnot?
Well, this is it's not comics related, but it's anybody that listens to the radio in the morning on their way to work or where they're at work or whatever. Mike Golick, former NFL player, has been on ESPN's Mike and Mike in the morning and last 3 years, Golick and Wingo. And he's just been a part of ESPN radio, morning radio for the last 23 years. So he's kind of been a constant for, an entire generation of people. And I made a post today on Facebook saying that, there's certain things in life that become a constant and you're used to them being there and you take them for granted, like Johnny Carson. I remember when Johnny Carson did his last show and, I remember watching that and how sad it was. And same thing with David Letterman a generation later. And it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it's going to be similar when Howard Stern finally hangs it up. Right. He's one of those iconic guys. But so I put Mike Golick in that class because he did it for 23 years. And the entire time he did it, he's included his family. And Mike Golick Jr. has been co-hosting with him for the last 3 years. So I just, he's a consummate professional, a hell of a father, and I never had a father. So it was always nice to see, him just kind of set an example of, of the right way to be a father and the right way to be a professional. He showed up every day, played hurt, and was just there. And I say good luck to him. I wished him well. And so, yeah, that's my inspiration thing for the week. And so that's what I got for this week.
Nice. Yeah, like you brought up like the thing with like Carson and Letterman and those guys leaving. It's like you said, you get so used to those things being a part of day-to-day life or weekly or whatever it is when they're on TV or radio or what have you. Yeah, right. It's totally weird once that stuff's no longer there. And I can't think of a one like that's like kind of hit me over the years, but I know there's been several. I do remember, when Letterman finally did his last one, and then I was young when Carson did his, but I do remember seeing like clips of it and things like that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally get that, and it sounds like he's a total guy that definitely takes some inspiration from. I'm not familiar with him, unfortunately. I'm just not a sports guy, so it kind of out of my wheelhouse there. But Still,
Yeah,
still,
he was just when they offered him the job, he was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but if you guys want me to do it and want me to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm involving my family.
yeah,
It's you're not just gonna get to know me, you're gonna get to know my family. And when both of he's got two sons and a daughter, and both sons played football for Notre Dame, and him and his brother both played football for Notre Dame, and his daughter is a swimmer for Notre Dame. Um, and when they got into high school, and Mike was doing play-by-play college football games for ESPN at the time, and he stopped doing that and he took the job. So we could, because you're doing talk radio in the mornings, you're done at 10 a.m.
yeah,
So you've got the rest of the day. He was able to do that and be able to go be with the kids in their high school sports and the collegiate sports and stuff. So yeah, I mean, he consciously made his decisions based around his family, and I thought that was awesome. And the recap show today was, his son thanked him for that and thanked him for being a great father, and his coworkers thanked him for being a consummate professional. So yeah, I just thought it was cool. We try to be as professional as we can doing what we do, and it's totally relatable. It's like, okay, well, yeah, so this is how you have to conduct yourself. This is how you got to be, and there's 100 different ways you and I could do this show. And we have a certain level of decorum where sometimes we jump down those rabbit holes, but for the most part, we keep it pretty professional and pretty civil. And yeah, it's just something nice to strive to do and to be.
yeah. That's awesome. And so,
Yeah. And how about you?
yeah. So I'm going good with the artwork of Greg Capullo.
Ooh,
And I know he was kind of what I brought up a couple of weeks ago is what started off our Thursday flub of the week. When I mentioned the whole thing that he posted about having some issues one day drawing faces. It was just a brain fart of a day for him. It sounded like, and that inspired you to come up with that flub of the week idea. And I follow him on social media, Twitter, Instagram, what have you, wherever he posts his stuff. And I also when I get up in the morning and I start to work, and especially when I'm trying to come up with stuff for doing the little warm up sketches and things like that, my go-to place is, and I guess this kind of goes hand in hand with the whole inspiration thing, is I usually will hit up Pinterest. I've got a handful of boards that I like to save artwork that, either there's something about, a particular element that I like, or, whatever it is, something about it. It's like, okay, I want to save this for later, lock this away in the, what they used to refer to as the artist morgue, where you'd actually literally keep, magazine cutouts and stuff. Now I can
clip file.
Yeah. So, it was earlier in the week. Pinterest always shows you things that it thinks you'll like, and it popped up a Spawn cover, and I don't know, something about it just it definitely spoke to me that day. And it's like, man, you know what? That would make a really cool homage piece to do at some point with our Scarlet Huntress character. And then I got thinking about it, and I was looking through it, and since I liked one image, all of a sudden Pinterest just showing me every Greg Capullo Spawn image it can.
Of course.
Then I started saving a handful of them, because it was there's always elements of his work that I love, that I'd love to try to pull into my work, especially when working on the Scarlet stuff, because he handles that dark kind of horror look so well. And I want to pull a little bit more of that into the book. And again, it's he's just got this neat way of doing it, where his work is it's somewhat realistic, it's somewhat cartoony.
Yeah.
And it's got this vibe all of its own, and he's just one of these guys where it's like I look at his work and it's like, how can I incorporate some of this stuff into what I do? But it again, it just totally got the juices flowing, and it was like, okay, I got to figure out a way that, some way, shape, or form, I'm gonna work this into the next print piece or pinup or something along those lines.
Right on. Yeah.
And so it's as you and I have talked, and I've brought it up a couple times during like the morning streams. I'm working on the next Scarlet's Field Guide to Cryptids and Other Creatures books, and you Tina, Steph, and I have all been talking all this Kickstarter stuff, and it hasn't happened yet, but you get those dreams of where you're doing the Kickstarter and all that stuff going through your head constantly. It was just one of those things where, again, that stuff like hit me. It's like, oh, this would be so cool if I could work something like this in as something for a package for the next Kickstarter. Trying to think a few steps ahead so that I know where to go with what I'm doing with the artwork. And that's something that his artwork always kind of speaks to me. And again, it gets the creative juices coming out, and it's like, all right, how can I do these things? How can I incorporate this kind of style, flair, whatever?
Yeah, it's he said he just draws a dark look so well, and my mind immediately said to me that it's all those violators you drew.
Yeah.
Spawn,
Yeah,
you do a lot of violator pages.
in the way he handles the contrast, the black and the white, and he's got such a unique take on combining like the kind of standard comic book, almost cartoony style with this like very heavy graphic use of like solid black areas for these big bold shadows that create these other shapes that not something that would really happen in reality, but yet still works to convey what he's doing.
Yeah, it's visually stunning.
Yeah. And so that's been my thing this week, is like trying to figure that out based on just seeing a couple of images going, yep, how do we work this into something with Scarlet coming up for the future Kickstarter stuff, because we've talked enough of this. I know I'm gonna need all those crazy packages and all the add-ons and all that stuff, and so it's trying to keep it all straight. And like I said, Pinterest should be on the part of the inspiration thing too, because it's what keeps it all stored for me, so I don't have to keep it all locked away in my head.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so awesome. I remember I dug what Todd did on the book, but when Greg started on Sam and Twitch. And I mean, his work on that, just the gritty detective stories, I loved that. And then, he hopped over to Spawn, and it was just like, man, and he just went next level. And he's one of those, he worked at Marvel. I think, what did he do? He started on X Factor.
Yeah.
But he really, really started blooming, coming into his own on Sam and Twitch, which, Todd saw it too. That's why he moved him over to Spawn. He replaced Todd on Todd's own book, and anybody go flip through those books, and it's just, man, it's a Bible on how to correctly do awesome comics. And I do what?
Look up.
Oh, okay. She said read comments.
Yeah.
Russ said, I know you talked about having a list this morning, Sean. Rodney, are you open for commissions? Yes, I am. So if there's anything that you're interested in, just let us know. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Capullo is just he's one of the nuggets of gold that came out of the Image early years and really turned into a superstar.
Oh yeah, yeah. And he just, just in general, just being a decent human being. He just seems like he's such a down to earth guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's so
Everything,
enthusiastic. Yeah,
and like I said, he's kind of one of the guys that like I look forward to. Like there's so many artists and stuff that I I'm sure everybody like us, you follow this, your favorite artists and whatnot on social media, and you see all the stuff that they post and whatnot, and like most everybody, I'm sure, you always look forward to seeing their artwork, seeing what they're posting, seeing what they're up to and stuff. And he is one of the guys where like almost even more so, I look forward to seeing what he says. It's seeing his artwork. It's like I love seeing his artwork, love seeing all the progress stuff he'll post. But sometimes he has some very just genuinely good things to say about like how he works, what's going on in his life.
yeah,
Things like that just kind of again goes back to this whole inspiration idea. He just has some really cool thoughts on everything because he's been around and done this stuff for a long time, and he's got that experience. And
yeah. He allows himself to be vulnerable. He pulls back the veil and lets people in,
yeah,
and that's something that is total. It's a relatable thing. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I relish that as well. That's one of the things that I kind of always dug about him is he's a jelly bag of donuts.
yeah,
He's a superstar, but you know, I remember when
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, and he's earned he's earned every dollar that's ever passed through his hand because he's nails now. He's just one of the guys that every time he does anything, you're like, ooh, what's he doing today? What's he doing today? So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So there we go. There's my inspiration. I mean, I rambled on about it, and I think it's I don't know, it's good thing if if you're an aspiring artist or whatever, go give him a follow on social media and just see what he's got to say, as well as what he's doodling or painting or whatever he happens to be doing.
Yeah, yeah, he's such a genuine guy to stand there and talk to him. I mean, I've just stood back and just listened to him talk to other folks, just because he's just so genuine and he's so enthusiastic and his gregariousness is infectious.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, might be a good time since we gave those guys a bunch of love. It might be time to give some of our fellow independent creators some love. So last week, Rodney and I gave this a shot, and Jesse Noble was on with us, and we just kind of picked off the top of our heads some fellow creatives and talked about them, rattled off some good stuff and whatnot. So Steph made up a list of names for us, and I'm literally going to pick one out of the bowl here. All right, so yeah, Steph just said if you would like to be involved in our indie spotlight feature that we're gonna try to do here on Fridays, shoot us a message. We'll put your name in the bucket here, and send us a link to your stuff. Give us some stuff we can check out, things like that. Love to help our fellow creatives out there. Want to get folks involved in this stuff. So, no, what the hell? Let's pick in here and
It'll be a good way for us to get to know other people we don't know. So yeah, that's awesome.
So one literally hopped out of the bowl for us. So we'll go with this one as the first one. Ted Sikora. Rodney, I don't know if you've met Ted, familiar with him.
I am not.
All right, so I met Ted through a mutual friend. My buddy Keith introduced us at one of the Akron shows a couple years back. Ted's got a couple of independent creator-owned books that are really, really succeeding, really doing well. I'm going to butcher the first one on how you pronounce it. Apama, I believe, is how you pronounce it. That one has been doing really well. He's gotten some really great reviews on it. Anytime we see him at a con, he's got a really nice setup. The man can sell books. I'm thoroughly impressed every time I see him at a con and how he's able to do his sales pitch, sell his books and whatnot. And Steph has put the link on all the social media stuff here to go check out Ted's Facebook page. It's Hero Tomorrow Comics.
Oh, okay.
And I'm blanking on the name of his other book. Tap Dance Killer. He it's funny because I saw him pop up in a bunch of stuff on Facebook here recently. In that book, he's got a character called Punchline, much like DC just came out with a character called Punchline.
Oh yeah.
So
Tina just held up the laptop and showed me his images. So yeah, seeing the artwork, I recognize him from shows.
yeah, I'm sure you guys have had to have seen each other in passing at stuff in Ohio because Ted's
Right.
around at a number of Ohio shows. And Steph's got it going up. Got his Facebook page up live on the shared screen there, so you guys can check it out. Go check him out. Check out his books. I have personally not had a chance to sit down and read them, but just getting to know the guy, super nice guy. He was another fellow professional that once this whole Rona thing started going down, he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I want to put something together. Shoot me some info. Shoot me a little segment about like what you're doing, this kind of thing." So somebody else that's out there that's trying to
Increased
reach out
exposure.
to- yeah, trying to help fellow creators, with everything going on, because he saw what's going on. He's got his own stuff that he could be sitting there just worried about, but he decided to jump in and worry about everybody else too. So again,
Yeah, that's great.
go scope them out.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen him. Never stopped and talked to him, but in passing, and really dug the artwork and everything. So yeah, I will definitely have to make a concerted effort to check out his stuff. And
Awesome.
now even more so, hearing what you just said about him. Yeah, if he's that good of a guy where he's jumping in and helping, concern for everybody else as well. That's makes me want to know more about the man. So yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
And looks like our producer has chimed in here, but I'll reiterate. Looks like Russ asked about shooting over some of Russ's information about what he's got going on. And yeah, Russ, you can shoot us a message and to share in the comic creator love here and whatnot. Go ahead and post your link in the comments so people can check out your page, because you already mentioned Rodney and Tina are going to be on with you, and I'll be on doing a podcast with you shortly. So by all means, feel free to post a link to your social media stuff there in the comments so people can check it out.
Right on. Love to see it.
Yes. So I got my Thanos, I think, pretty darn well penciled here.
Yeah, I'd say that looks awesome.
Thank you. I mean, damn, you're cooking on the inks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm okay. Let's look. Can we take a quick 5? I gotta go to the little boys' room real quick.
Absolutely, do it.
You carry. I'm going to pass you the baton, and I'll be right back.
Do your thing. All right. So
I'll
we
shut
got
the
a little
door so
break.
I'll listen.
We need some like little interlude music. So Rodney's taking a quick little break. I'll jump back through, and since I know we've probably had folks bouncing in and out, all the links are up in the comments. Like we just did the spotlight thing on TED. We got stuff you can get a hold of Rodney for commissions. The stuff for Saturday nights, CromCon 5 is going to be online on Facebook. Roadkill Rampage is up and running on Kickstarter. Andre is looking up for the first time, says those are looking awesome. Thank you so much, Andre. Andre, what do you got working on tonight? Well, let us know. All right, so we got the Roadkill Rampage Kickstarter back up here on the screen. All right, we're going to play the trailer, so everybody hold tight.
Good luck. You're miming again.
What?
They're
What?
playing the Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Yes, as am I.
And Indy's excited because some kid's outside with a basketball. Andre's working on a Wolverine painting for some Upper Deck set. Ooh. All right, and Russ has posted his information there, so make sure you guys go check him out. All the info is in the comments there. And while you're at it, go check out Andre's page, Dre Studio. It's if I'm remembering right, it's DRE Studio on Facebook and Instagram, and probably his other social medias. So make sure you go give those a look.
There you go.
So yeah, so our one thing we haven't covered yet tonight is our Friday favorite tool.
Oh yes. All right. We'll let you go first on that one.
All right. So my favorite tool I'm going to pick for this week is a brand new tool, a brand new little toy to play around with here. So I was at GarageCon, last weekend, and sitting there working on some sketches. I was actually sketching out this idea for Thanos, and my buddy Nate Lovett was sitting there, and he starts working on his iPad, and he's pulling all of his stuff out of his bag, and he pulls out this little keyboard. I'm like, dude, like, where did you find that? Shows me, tells me, got it on Amazon. It was like $20. Sent a message over to Steph because she was still at home, and next thing you know, she's got it ordered, and it showed up like a day later. But yeah, this little gizmo, Bluetooth capable, hooks up to the iPad, makes working in Clip Studio on the iPad so much easier. Makes it much more like working on the PC, and it helped me out a lot this week when I was working on some stuff. So I'm not bouncing around trying to juggle different tools and things like that.
Right.
So it's been fun to try to like utilize that and work that into the regular workflow, which gives me a nice little way to show what I have been working on here. See if I can open it quick. Show this off. So I got to do a little bit more work on the old Roadkill Rampage pinup that
Hey.
gets to those stretch goals if everybody goes and checks out the campaign on Kickstarter there.
Nice. Yeah. So it's a nice segue there.
Yeah. Thought that would work out pretty well. So yeah, little keyboards. They're a little bit of a lifesaver.
That's cool, man. That is so cool. Yeah, you showed me that, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of cute. Yeah, that is very.
You should be missing an ear or something.
What?
What are we talking? Are you talking about the ribbon on the car?
No.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
No.
I'm sorry.
I didn't catch what she said.
She was. I only caught half of what she said. Something about a rabbit's ears or something.
Oh, I did add a rabbit on top of the car there.
Oh, okay. That's what she. Yeah. That's right. I did see that.
Yeah, I said it should be missing an ear.
She said he should be missing an ear.
Oh, okay. I was trying to be nice to him, poor rabbit.
Well, he's probably part of the roadkill, so that's.
Yeah.
I guess, looking at it that way, that makes sense.
So,
segueing into since we've been on the air for a while now, and we covered it earlier. Let's go ahead and cover it again. For all the newer viewers that are tuning in, our Kickstarter Roadkill Rampage is live, and we got a nice bump this evening, another $100. So we thank everybody for that. And it is live, it's active, and for those of you that don't know what Roadkill Rampage is, it's our new horror comic that I created and wrote. It's just a story about a young couple, Ace and Tess, that decide to go on a nice drive, a nice sunny day out into the country. And at some point, Ace decides that he wants to play chicken with the wildlife on the road, and starts running some of them over. And obviously Tess becomes horrified by this and tries to stop him, and things go sideways. And when things take a turn for the worse, the animals come back and they exact their own brand of revenge. So it's a very grindhousey, classic horror inspired. If you're a fan of the old EC comics, or the old Marvel Tomb of Dracula and stuff like that, of that ilk, as far as movies go, like Christine and stuff like that, it's very reminiscent of that. It's got that feel to it. Stop by, check it out. Eamon Hill does the artwork for it. It's all black and white. It's gray wash, and it's absolutely gorgeous artwork. So we've unlocked a couple of reward levels and stretch goals, and now we're concentrating on trying to get the bumper stickers unlocked for everybody. So who doesn't want a Roadkill Rampage bumper sticker to stick on your car?
Oh yeah.
So definitely, stop by, show us some love, show us some support. Um, what?
Backer incentive.
And the backer incentive. We were started the evening at 56 backers. So when we get to 75, what we're going to do is we are going to give everybody a PDF of Sean's very own Scarlet book, Scarlet Huntress Tales Through Time. And Sean is holding up a hard copy of that, a floppy. So hop on board and look at that gorgeous artwork. So
this was our first full color book that we. This was our first Kickstarter back in 2012.
Nice.
That's where we slowly learned our lessons, and running Kickstarter was it all started with this one.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So backing one, putting your money behind one book, independent publisher, and jumping into that world, you get to see for free. You get to see Sean's world and one of the books that he does. So yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing about the independent market and the Kickstarters. If you jump in and you show your support on these campaigns, you're not just getting a comic, you're getting all the extra goodies that go with it. It's like, it's Christmas in the mail. So definitely jump in there and show your support, and get you a basket of goodies to go along with your comic.
Yes. And Andre says, "Shut the front door." So yeah, go back it, go share it, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your neighbors. I don't know, get the word out. That's the thing about doing this whole crowdfunding thing is you need the crowd, so you got to get the word out, and it helps exponentially each time everybody shares it, because it's that old game of you tell one person, they tell another, and then it keeps expanding from there. So the more it gets out there, the better chance it has of happening, and the better chance you have of getting all those stretch goals unlocked, and just free goodies just for purchasing a single comic. You end up with hopefully a whole stack of goodies. The bumper sticker, the stickers, the bookmarks, so on and so forth. Everything in there. Get those guys unlocked.
Yeah, and one of the incentives there is we were offering commissions from Amon and myself, $75 a piece. There's one slot left of one of my commissions, and there's two.
There's
one of mine and one of Amon. So each of us have one slot left. So if for example, if you like this Thanos that I'm doing, that's an example of a commission. So hop in there and buy that commission, and I can hook you up with something awesome. So
nice.
And you get all the other goodies along with it. So yeah, you're not just getting what you're purchasing. You're getting additional stuff as well. So bonus on top of bonus.
Yes, and the book's already completely done, ready to go off to the printer, right?
Yeah, it's completely done. It's absolutely, it's ready to go to the printer. As a matter of fact, the issue 2 is the script is completely done. Thumbnailed it out. Amon and I met earlier this week and went over the thumbnails. So he is actually has begun production, physical art production on issue 2, and I am currently working on the script for issue 3. So we are waist deep in the world of Roadkill Rampage production. So
yeah,
it's not going to be one of those books that disappears after issue 1.
Well, and it's great. You've learned from our mistake. You got the book done. It's ready to go. As soon as that thing is funded, you guys can go to print, start getting the stuff going out to everybody that's backed it. Which we learned that lesson the hard way the last 3 times doing the thing and trying to still finish it up after everything was done. So kudos for going the extra step and making sure you've got everything in the bag ready to go.
Yeah, that's I think that's you learn. I mean, that's the cool thing about what we do. we learn from each other, and you know, you two and us two, you know, we're free with the knowledge, you know, and not a lot of people are like that. So it's great to, you know, have friends that you know, are willing to share in, you know, in the knowledge, and steer you away from the potholes and stuff, because the potholes are there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's awesome.
yeah. Andre says the gift that keeps on giving, boys and girls.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
No, that's awesome. I mean, you know, it's a win-win situation here, folks. So make sure you get these guys their next couple of stretch goals, and that little tease of the image that I showed on the iPad there. That's the stretch goal print that I'm going to work on if these guys can hit that stretch goal. So you know, requires a little audience assistance by getting the word out. We're trying to share it and do what we can to get the stuff out there for everybody. But as you can tell, I'm super stoked to draw that nice looking little Dodge Charger there. So
Yeah, so we only need $900 more to unlock that goal there. So everybody hop on in and help us achieve that.
sweet. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna get my opportunity to draw the car. I know it.
Right. Yes.
Adam, I talked to Adam and Luke today too, and they both said they were getting started on theirs.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So
I can't hear me.
Tina talked to Adam and Luke today, and they're both getting ready to start on their pinups as well, and they're both excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah, Luke's pretty jazzed to draw the car as well. So
Nice.
can't wait to see what those two guys do. I'm sure it'll be awesome, whatever they do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. I think my inks are done. I think I'm going to start coloring.
Sweet. Well, my
Oh wait, she said it's 10 o'clock.
I was just gonna say I got my pencils done. I think it might be a good stopping point because we hit our 2-hour mark. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, and
Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, cool.
and that way we can get some rest so we can get back at it tomorrow. So we can go full bore on CromCon 5.
Right on. Yeah, I got in my my pitch mode, and I was rolling.
It's all good.
Yeah, producer B reined me in.
They gotta keep us in line.
Yeah. They do that so well. We love our producers, don't we, Sean?
Yes, we do. We would be in a van down by the river if we didn't have them.
Yes. Most definitely.
And I think I heard a squirrel coming from the living room.
Squirrel. Harken yon squirrel.
So we've entered that stage where we're slap happy. It's all good.
There you go.
Andre, hey, thank you so much for coming and joining us and hanging out. And thank you for the good luck wish there. Yeah, if you can tune in for a little bit, we'll be in the Comic Related Madness Facebook group. The links again, they're up in the comments. So head on over to our Facebook pages. You can find more information there. We'll be live in there 6:30 p.m. Eastern. You guys can go back and rewatch this video on YouTube and stuff to see a little replay of the goodies we're going to have in store for tomorrow. And yeah, thanks everybody again for coming and hanging out with us and all the support and all that good stuff. And Rodney, thanks again for being here and making the evening some fun for everybody.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me. It was
Absolutely.
a blast, as always.
What? Rodney's is for sale there, guys. So make sure you hit him up if you're interested.
Yeah, Danny D says, love the Thanos, Rodney. Great show, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, guys. thank you so much. As always, we will hopefully catch you for tomorrow, and then next week, Thursday and Friday.
All right. All right. Night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.